Picture this. A man sits alone in a coffee shop. Around him, chaos. Couples snapping selfies, friend groups gossiping, lone strangers swiping endlessly through dating apps like it's a lifeline. But him, he's got earbuds in. Not blasting music, he's listening to philosophy. Everyone else is chasing a high. Dopamine hits from TikTok, likes, followers, attention. But he's still. He's thinking. And that makes him the most dangerous person in the room. But why? Why is a man who's at ease in his own mind, who doesn't crave constant validation, who's not trying to prove anything, seen as a threat? Hold on to that question. We're about to unpack something that could forever shift how you view solitude. The lie you've been told about being alone. Here's the raw truth nobody wants to say out loud. Society thrives on your neediness. Look at the world. Every app, every ad, every influencer and guru is screaming the same thing. You're not enough unless you have more. Be more, be liked, be connected. Find love, build your network, post more, go viral. It's all built on one idea. You're incomplete without others. But what if that's a lie? What if the man sipping his coffee, content in his own presence, unmoved by the noise, is the real revolution? What if the system needs you to stay needy? Because the moment you stop, you become unpredictable, uncontrollable, dangerous. Philosophy as armor. Why loners scare the system. Two men, centuries apart, figured this out. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, the most powerful man on earth, who spent his nights journaling to himself, not ruling others. He wrote, "All cruelty springs from weakness." And Nietzsche, the brilliant mind who warned, "The individual has always had to struggle not to be overwhelmed by the tribe." These weren't just quotes, these were warnings, because the moment you can be alone with your thoughts, you start thinking for yourself. And that's terrifying to a world built on obedience. The dangerous psychology of the self-sufficient mind. Let's break down what's really happening inside the mind of someone who chooses solitude over noise. 1. They've kicked the validation addiction. No need to post, to flex, to seek approval. They're not chasing likes, they're cultivating self-respect. 2. They're comfortable in the uncomfortable. Silence scares most people. It shows them who they really are. But the loner? They've had those 3 a.m. talks with themselves. They've met their demons and didn't flinch. 3. They can't be controlled. You can't threaten them with rejection. You can't bribe them with status. You can't shame them into silence. The Marcus Aurelius method, strength through reflection. Each evening, Marcus would ask himself, what did I want today that I didn't actually need? What fears controlled me? Where did I compromise my values just to be liked? This wasn't journaling, this was training. He wasn't building a diary, he was building discipline. Because once you know yourself, no one can own you. The Nietzsche problem, creating your own values. Nietzsche took it further. True danger comes from the person who writes their own moral code. Most people inherit their beliefs from parents, culture, trends. But the loner, they question. Why do I believe this? Who benefits if I keep believing it? What would I choose to believe if I started from zero? And once you start asking those questions, you stop being a cog in someone else's machine. Loneliness versus solitude. Know the difference. Loneliness is hunger. It says, I need something outside me. Solitude is wholeness. It says, I am already enough. But society doesn't want you to know the difference, because a lonely person is a consumer. They'll buy, follow, scroll, obey. A person in solitude, they're still. They're clear. They see through the game. And you can't sell someone a cage once they've tasted freedom. The 4 pillars of dangerous solitude. 1. Radical self-honesty. They don't lie to themselves, so they're immune to the lies of others. 2. Moral independence. They live by values they chose, not ones handed down by tradition. Not immoral, just self-directed. 3. Emotional self-sufficiency. They don't need your approval to feel peace. 4. Intellectual courage. They think dangerous thoughts, say uncomfortable truths, even when it costs them. The price of being dangerous. Let's be real, this path isn't easy. People will misunderstand you, some will resent your growth. You'll be called arrogant, antisocial, or too intense. You'll lose friends who depended on your dependence. You'll feel isolated but never lonely. You'll walk a different path, and yes, it gets quiet, but the cost of not walking it is your soul. Why self-sufficiency scares the world? Economically, you buy less. Socially, you don't play status games. Politically, you can't be swayed by groupthink. Psychologically, your peace reveals their chaos. Your freedom threatens their chains. Becoming the modern Stoic. Want to be dangerous in the best way possible? Start here. Unplug. Sit with your thoughts. No distractions. Reflect nightly, like Marcus. Ask the hard questions. Question everything, like Nietzsche. Beliefs, traditions, values. Build your own code, not one handed to you. Stop seeking validation. That's your true rebellion. And most of all, learn to enjoy your own company. Because when you're complete on your own, everything else becomes choice, not need. The paradox of dangerous solitude. Here's the wild twist. The person who doesn't need anyone becomes the one others are drawn to. Why? Because confidence is magnetic, peace is rare, wholeness is power. But that can't be the goal, it's just a side effect. You're not doing it to be liked, you're doing it to be free. The call to dangerous living. So here's your invitation. Become dangerous, not to hurt, but to awaken. Not to fight, but to think. Not to escape, but to be still. Not to conform, but to create. The world needs people who can't be bought, can't be manipulated, can't be silenced. The world needs people who aren't scared to be alone. If this hit home, share it. Not because of an algorithm, but because someone you know needs to hear it. And ask yourself, what belief are you carrying that you never chose? Where are you chasing validation instead of building self-respect? Remember, in a world desperate to belong, the boldest act is to stand alone. Stay dangerous,